Let me see if I can get my phone going here. So we're at Circa Sportsbook right now, and I'm in Vegas for a trip, and thought I would stop by Circa since I wasn't staying here and check out their sportsbook. And I have been literally to almost every sportsbook in Vegas at this point, and this is by far the top sportsbook in the city. I would say the second for me was probably Paris, believe it or not, as weird as that is. I thought Paris was pretty cool. But, and MGM wasn't bad. But this one dwarfs all of them. It looks like they said there's over 1,000 seats in here. And you have that huge display right there. There's 19 screens that I can see that are actually showing sports. And then there's a couple of boards that show odds. And then as you can see down here, there's like club seating, and there's over to the side. So on the left and the right, those are like really nice, like captain chairs style seating. And then in the center there's like bench seating or what do you call that? Like club seating right in there. And then up at the top right here, which I have not seen yet, that is the overlook, so you can go up there, and that's a club as well. First of all, let me know if you guys can hear me. I see people getting in the chat. All right, that sounds good. I'm sorry, guys. It is like insanely loud in here with all of the TVs going at the same time. But this has been an awesome trip right here. I've only been in this casino now for about an hour. And I haven't been to the stadium swim yet, and I don't think we're going to go because I got to fly out today. Otherwise, I would bring you the stadium swim as well. And who knows, maybe we'll try it just to get some video. I might even ask them if they'll let me go and video it, and then I'll try it. I'll go live with the sports swim here in a little bit. But there's a lot of reaction in here about this. So what questions do you guys have about Circa? That's a good question. Can you Bluetooth connect to the game of your choice? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them here in a second, and we'll see, and then I'll put it in the comments. So, M Favors, I will put that in the comments. What can you Bluetooth connect to the one game so you can kind of drown out all the others? I'll check that. What other questions do you have? I know the stadium swim, I looked it up before I got here. It's $60 for general admission for the whole day, so that would be totally worth it. And then I checked the seating down here, and each one of those seats on the right and the left are $150 a person all day. The seats in the center are $250 to $500 a person all day. And then they go up from there, and they go into the thousands up at the top there. And I could be off a little bit on that pricing, but I mean, if you're going to come out, like I was yesterday, I spent most of my day in the Paris Sportsbook and a couple of other sports books. And it was free admission to get into those. But the experience was not the same. And they were like $20 beers. So if you wanted a beer, it was $20 plus gratuity. So it was like $24 for a beer. Here, they're walking around with tubs of beer for $9 a piece. And I know that sounds expensive to a lot of you, but in Vegas, $9 is like giving away beer. And so I've already had, well, I'm not even going to say, but $9 beer, I'm in all day long. So that makes it for me right there. Are you at the hotel by the airport? No. So the airport is near the Strip, and Circa is downtown. So it's in Old Vegas. It's right next to Fremont. It's actually on Fremont Street. Yeah, $20 a beer, dude. I am not kidding you. Cocktails are like $35 a piece on the Strip if you're near the sportsbook. There are other places you can get them, but near the sportsbook, they're $35 a piece. So if you want to go to a free sportsbook, meaning sit in a sportsbook and not pay to go in there, you're paying like $20 to $35 a drink. So bring a flask or those bunch of those little miniatures in your pocket or something like that, because it's expensive. Let's look at this again. But of course, if you're out there and you're winning, why not just blow the money, right? Like if I had come here yesterday to Circa, I would drop $1,500 just to sit here and gamble and drink all day. Well, not drink all day. That sounded bad, but you're big money Alpine, yeah. So my revenue for a month wouldn't even get me a chair in here. So to kind of give you an idea of big money Alpine is. But the rest of the casino kind of looks like just a standard casino. And here in a second, I'll walk around and show you guys what it looks like. But I wanted to at least show you that. Let me pan it without me in the shot so you can see it. So hang on. So it's a pretty cool little sportsbook. I say little, it's huge. What odds do they have for CU KSU? I looked that up. It was 5.5 KSU, 5.5 favored in for the game, which to me seems ridiculous because let me get the mic a little closer to me. So my take on the Kansas State game right now, and I haven't looked at it in depth yet because I've been on vacation this week, but I couldn't think that at this point. I thought Kansas State was going to be a monster for us, but I now think that Kansas State may be the most evenly matched team that we're playing this year so far. And I honestly think it's a push either way. Whoever gets the ball last, it's possible. Whoever gets the ball last is going to win this game. So that comes down to time of possession, making sure that we understand how to get that ball like in the last 5 minutes. And then once we're in there, eat that ball. Like eat the time clock and bleed it down and win by, I don't think we're going to blow them out. If we're going to win by 3 and put it on Mata, which I think Mata would come through in that case, then I think that we'd be in good shape. But that's what I think the game is going to be like right now anyway. We're both coming off a bye, so we're both rested. We both get our key players back, and I don't know. It couldn't be better. I would actually want to fly out here. No, I wouldn't because that's at home. But on the next one, I'd want to fly here and watch it on these screens down here. This thing is freaking awesome. Let's see, if CU beats Kansas State, they'll play out the rest of the season. Yeah. So Kansas State, and let's see, Kansas State's got 1 conference loss where we have 0 conference losses, and we both have the same record. So everything I look at shows that we're evenly matched. I mean, obviously our quarterback is way better than their quarterback. Our running backs, I think, are better than their running backs, and our defense is better than their defense. But for some reason, Kansas State's got this thing this year. And I would normally, at this point in the season, looking at what I've seen, favor us big time over Kansas State. But I just, for whatever reason, I can't do it. They're magic somehow, and they seem to pull up these plays that no one else can pull out. I don't know. All right, what other questions do you guys have before I take a tour around? I'm going to take a tour around the casino real quick once I get done with this, so you guys can see the rest of it. All right, so surely this is the Circa Sportsbook. We're just kind of looking around right now. QB likes to run. Dylan is our only threat, yeah, and I don't know that Dylan would be too much of a threat for us. I love Dylan. I think he's a great back, but I don't think he's too much of a threat for us anyway. But you're right, their quarterback is we have a problem with running quarterbacks, at least until this last game, and it could be something for us. So let's go look around the casino real quick. I'm just going to do a quick spin. All right, here we go. So that's where I was standing right there. And I couldn't get those upper deck seats. But we got some old school neon in here, and we have more screens. So there's 19 screens in the main sportsbook. But then you got all of these over here. So let's go over here and see what's going on. And the sports swim is on the other side of this hotel. And I don't know if I can get to that, but if I do, I'll go back live again and we'll see what we can get done here. But let's get over here. So it looks like there's a giant bar over here that you can actually watch all of the games too. So you don't even have to go down into the actual sports book, although I would. There's no reason why we wouldn't, right? But look at this bar. This is incredible. Just simply amazing. What other questions do you guys have about Circa? And I'll see if I can get them answered and put it down in the chat. The CU, so Tony says the CU running back room is underrated. I completely agree. And we're gaining steam. Every game we get a little better and a little better. All right, guys, so that is it from Alpine Garage Sports. I just wanted to show you Circa. And that way, I know that DNVR has shown quite a bit. So I had to come out here and check it out. And I tell you that it 100% impresses me. And I'm going to absolutely come out again as many times as I can over the college football season and hang out here a little bit. And then next year, I might actually move here. I might actually move into the sports book and like put a tent up or something like that because it is that cool in here. That's a wrap from Alpine Garage Sports. If I get into the pool swim, the sports swim, I will go live again. Talk to you soon.